How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Baking World Tour. Today we're making Argentinian Chipas. They're little cheese puffs made with tapioca starch instead of flour, so they're gluten free. They are super chewy and gooey inside, a nice little snack, and they're super easy to make. There's nothing to it. So let's see what we need. Some tapioca starch, milk, some cheese. I'm going to use mozzarella and parmesan, an egg yolk, and a bit of salt. That's it. You can get tapioca starch in your Asian grocery store or off the internet. I actually ordered this on eBay. I will also need a tray with some non-stick paper, a bowl, scales, a dough scraper. So first things first, grab your bowl, add your tapioca starch, add the salt and the cheeses, and then give it all a good mix. Of course you could use different cheese, as long as it's not too wet. Make sure your dry ingredients are mixed thoroughly before adding the milk and the egg yolk. Now continue on with the wet ingredients and start working it into a dough. And besides just Argentina, this kind of bread is popular across Latin America, especially in Brazil. But Argentina was the first in the alphabet, so we're doing it for Argentina. So mix your dough. You can start with a scraper and continue on by hand. Make sure there's no dry tapioca starch left over. We don't have to knead this, simply mix it together and it's done. There is no gluten in tapioca starch, so there's no point in kneading it. Now all we need to do is divide this dough. You want to make the chipas quite small, so little bite-sized pieces. I'm going to weigh this dough and divide it into 12 equal parts. Definitely use your scales for this. If your dough balls come out at different sizes, they'll take different cooking times. The small ones will dry out, while the bigger ones will not be ready yet. Now grab your tray with some non-stick paper and shape your dough balls up. Simply roll them between the palms of your hands until they're nice and round. And then arrange them on a tray, leaving enough space between them. They will spread out a little bit as they're baking. And as you can see, this bread is super simple to make, if you can call it a bread. I mean, even a child could make this. And this would be a great way to get your kids into the kitchen. Get them involved in the process. I mean, it's so easy. Now we're going to cover the dough balls up and let them chill in the fridge. This will make them firm up a bit and prevent them from spreading out too much as they're baking. And whilst they're chilling out, you want to preheat your oven 170 degrees Celsius with a fan on. And as soon as the oven's warmed up, get your dough balls out of the fridge, we can start baking them. And as I said, you can make this with various cheeses. Just don't use something that is super moist. You don't want to end up with a dough that is really wet. You could leave the dough balls in the fridge overnight even if you wanted to. To make it easier for yourself, make it the day before and bake them when you're ready. But regardless of what you do, pop them in the oven. They'll take around 18 to 20 minutes. And once they're puffed up and golden brown all over, they're ready. And that's how you make Argentinian Chipa. Super easy, right? Now this is a snack you should eat as soon as possible. They're really the best when they are nice and warm straight out the oven. They will become stale quite quickly, so enjoy them whilst they're fresh. I don't really know what to compare these to. They're chewy, stretchy, super cheesy. They're nice. What do you think of these little cheese puffs? Have you made them before? Let me know down in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.